it's Friday on Hoppy Sabbath Homestead, and I got home a few hours ago. It's probably around 5 o'clock right now, and I got the gardening bug and I needed some therapy, and so I got in the garden today and I did a thing. I dug out my garden beds. Well, really I dug out the paths. Let me turn you around so I can. So this is the view into my garden. There's the chickie chicks. Then there's my gate. It has a cane post lock as well as a hook lock. We don't really use the hook lock anymore since the husky is gone. So there's the path. I dug all of this out and I put it in a big pile. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it is sort of a raised bed, but there's no walls. So this is a little pathway into this. This is all connected into one big bed, but it looks like the shape of a garden now. I was just getting so discouraged. I needed some progress in the garden. I'm sure you guys know what that feels like. Also, I bought this cool tool for $2. It's pretty much what inspired me to do all this, because it's light enough to, like, for me to really swing it. And like, I'm using one hand and have the camera in the other hand right now, and this is just so easy. So yep, I love this thing. It's cool. It was a good buy. So hopefully I can get these babies into this garden, because they are not doing, they're just not thriving inside of the greenhouse. They're not. They need to be outside. So very soon plenty. So I'm here at the critter swap, and oh my gosh, so many things I want and I should not have. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's so cute. Hey guys, I totally forgot to take any footage at the critter swap, but I went with, excuse the shaking, I went with about 11 or 12 rabbits, and I'm coming home with 8. 7 of them were rabbits that I already had. One is a new rabbit. It's the Californian doe that I've been talking about getting. So I'm very excited about that. Right now I'm heading to Chick-fil-A to get some food for my husband. And yeah, so it's been a pretty good morning. It's not even 1 o'clock yet, and I've made $150, so it's a pretty good day. I'm excited. She is just so pretty. I've never actually had a rabbit with red eyes before. I always thought I hated them, but she is just so pretty. And oh, gorgeous. So I'm not going to try to pet her or anything unless she comes to me. I want her to bond with me. This is something that I work on with each rabbit that comes onto the homestead, because she is going to be a main doe. So I'd like her to be able to be picked up, loved on, and checked up on, because Gideon, even though she is my pet, she does not let me do the picking up and stuff like that. So you can see the babies and the chickens in the background. But she is about 3 months old. I think tomorrow is actually her, not birthday, but she'll be 3 months old tomorrow. I haven't had an outside rabbit this small in so long. I was so excited that she was so little. You're cute too, you big girl. This is just the cutest thing I think I've seen. Gideon has been running around them and then stopping smelling them for about like 5 minutes now. What I am doing right now is collecting all of these logs up out of the wood pile, which is definitely going down some, but it'll be nice once we have all like the sticks out, and then all of the leaves that were on these branches are gonna be chicken bedding. So exciting. Or mulch for the garden. So I'll show you what I'm doing with all these logs. Oh. Someone's laying an egg. Okay, so I just finished the first raised bed, I guess I'm gonna call it now. I used the logs that I just had around. So there's about 2 logs doubled up. This one is kind of buried on the bottom. You can kind of see it. See the end right there. It's buried, but those are the ends. Just had a bunch of root balls or whatever sitting around. And then I think in between these cracks I'm gonna put flowers. So there's flowers peeking out of the cracks, and I think that would be really pretty. So this is just one big bed with 2 different entries. So you can get, and the reason I made one big bed like this rather than a few long beds is because right here, starting where those plants are, all over here is where we have been burying our animals that get killed or whatever that can't be processed. So we don't really want to touch this area digging wise, but that's fine. There is potatoes over here. I can't remember what kind, but I have a few more inside. But these guys are out here because they needed to be watered desperately, and they were all wilting, and yes, I forgot about them. But for plants that haven't been watered in a couple days, they still look good. So I'm thinking about just planting my zinnias right in those cracks, because I don't really have a garden or a flower bed planned out. These are all the last of the purple broccoli and maybe some cauliflower, I can't remember, but mostly purple broccoli in here. This is their first time out. There is my lettuce. It just got watered, so it got a little tossed down. I'm still debating on whether to just let them stay in this container until they're a good size to eat, or plant them in here. But it's very sunny, so my plan is to put a trellis over this, just to have a little more shade, and then I could put my shady vegetables in there. I have a tomato that I'm going to plant in this garden bed to see what happens. We're about 3 days off of our last frost date, but I want to experiment. That's not a strain, or not a strain, a type of tomato, variety of tomato that I really care about. It was just an experiment, so we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get it to curl up again, so